Hi everyone, it is this time of the month that we share our completed coloring pages. So here we are. Let me just address the elephant in the room. There are 3 books that I've got WIPs in that I did not get to finish. 2 reasons for that. I'll put them away. Hopefully we will see them next month. I will try to make sure that I finish those 3. So those are the books that I actually did finish something in them. 2 reasons why I don't have huge amount of finished coloring pages. Well, one was work was kind of hell this month, and the other reason I'll show you later. So let's shift the pile a little bit and let's go through some of them. So Tiny Cats by Cocoayo. I did this little page, just a straightforward coloring really with markers. I think they were alcohol markers. I was trying to do everything in marker, including little shading, which failed completely. So I just kind of abandoned it and just finished the grass and water with a little bit of soft pastel, put some a little bit of shiny paint. I don't know if you can see that or not, I'm not sure. A bit of shiny paint in here on this flower and call it a day, really. Not my favorite finished page, I'm afraid, but hey, you know, it's finished. And that's, yeah, sorry Tiny Cats, it's not you, it's me. The next one is the book that I am about to lose. My neighbor's daughter took a real shine to the cover and I promised that I'm gonna give it to her. So yeah, that's the last time you see this one. So I just did a very basic kind of coloring here. That little fairy, not much of a shading done even with crayons, just a little bit in here in the leaves, but not much really, kind of straightforward coloring. And yeah, that was fun. But it seems like I'm about to lose this book, so yeah, I'm not gonna argue with the child. She wants it, that's fine. She's gonna have it. And then one of my favorite books, which is this one, Midnight Spring. I had 2 pages done previously in here, and I've done one more. And it's this one, because I wanted to color some realistic looking birds, and here they are, kind of realistic looking. I've done them with Bambino crayons, just the birds. That just is based marker and a little bit of Bambino crayons on top, but not much, and a little bit of gold watercolor in here. And those are my birds. What I can say about Bambino crayons, which I used when I was little, but not since. So that was the first time after a long period of time that I've used them again, that they blend into each other quite well, as you can hopefully see. I don't know, can you see? So they blend into each other quite well, but they do not layer. So what I would say is, if you want to use them to kind of fade one into the other, and that works quite nicely, but they don't layer exceedingly well. But yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy with this one. That was really quick, which, you know, I like as well. I like some quick pages to finish, no background. So yeah, that was quite quick and I really like this. So that was that one. And then I've done a couple of things in this fairy tale books. So I did the title page, which turns out very, very colorful. It's like a color vomit, isn't it? It's like every shade under the sun. Seems like color vomit is my thing. But you know what? I quite like the color vomit in here on this page. So yeah, so that was that. I've done the title page, and then I've done in here the Little Mermaid. So this is in pencil, and the mermaid is in watercolor pencil, I think. And I tried to do the background in watercolor. Obviously, this paper is not a watercolor paper, and just to test it, I chucked a lot of water in it, like a lot. And you know what? It didn't bleed. It's, as you can hear, it's a bit crunchy. So it took a little bit of heat, but actually not that much. It's actually quite, yeah, it's quite good. So not too badly. And I'm talking a lot of water. At one point, I think I sprayed it with water just to see whether you can do wet on wet watercolor. Well, you can't. That's the conclusion, is you can't do it really, because the water just soaks into it. So it doesn't stay, not surprisingly, because it's not a watercolor paper. But you know what? I think it managed quite well. So yeah, fairly happy with Mermaid. She's got glitter pen hair. I don't know if you can tell. I'm trying to see if I can get a shift, but I can't. I'm not seeing it. So yeah, she's got glitter pen hair, because I wanted her hair to look a bit like seaweed. And yeah, I think it looks all right, actually. Yeah, quite happy with her. I intended to do, because it's like each fairy tale in this book has sometimes just one page, like this one, or one spread. And this one's got this spread, but I just couldn't. I've done this, and there was a lot of waves and more seashells, which I had quite enough in here already, and I was quite done with seashells for this time. So maybe next time I'll do this and there. If I do that, then that particular fairy tale will be completed, because this is the next one. So yeah, this is my mermaid, crunchy mermaid. And then we've got cute frogs, which I had lots of fun in. I really loved the page. I love the page. This is my frog. This is my little froggy. As soon as I saw the bamboo and that big sun, I thought of, Japanese painting, kind of prints, Japanese prints rather than paintings. And I thought that I will use that as inspiration a little bit in this, when coloring this page, and that's what I've done. And now I'm gonna tell you, because one of you smarty pants is gonna come back in a comment saying there is no possible way that the cloud can be behind the sun. Oh, I know that. I absolutely knew that all along. I only done it to test you, to establish whether you're actually paying attention. So yeah, that's the only reason I've done it. It defies all laws of physics, that cloud, and any laws of whatever laws they are, nature, physics, anything. But here it is, and it's not because I intended to obstruct the sun with the cloud, but when I started to color it and it was just so nice and perfect red, I kind of changed my mind the last minute, and I was too lazy to erase that. It wasn't like that at all. It was only done to test your your vigilance, whether you're paying attention. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. But I really, really like this frog. I love it. Really happy with it. And the book is great, actually. I will definitely color it a little bit more. Yeah, love that frog. So there, that was Cute Frogs. Like this book. And then I've got a couple in here in the Mermaids, because it turns out I like to color mermaids and other magical creatures. So yeah, that's my first mermaid. This is Mariola Budek's one, Clamshell. And she is done with soft pastels only. No pencils, no anything but soft pastels. Oh no, sorry, she's got lips and eyes are done with pencil, because I didn't have anything small enough to get there with the soft pastel. But everywhere else, including her skin, her hair, and everything, is soft pastel. So just a little bit of gel pen, white gel pen on the pearls, and a little bit of silver watercolor on whatever that is, her stuff, whatever that is, and a little bit on her tail, just the accent, and that's it. Lots of soft pastel. Love working with soft pastel. I really like it. So I'm sure I will do some more. And another one, which is that very, very bright mermaid. This one is by Jing Cho Kuik, I want to say. I hope that's correct. And it's called Flow Follower. And she's based with alcohol marker. Here she is, alcohol marker, and shaded with some random pencils. I think they just random pencils. And a little bit of background, it's gel crayon of some sort. Some inexpensive gel crayon, I think. And that's it. Yeah, that's my little very bright mermaid. I kind of like her. I've got, I don't know, I've done that one first and I really like this one as well. But I feel like this very bright one I like better for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, I like them both actually, but yeah. So those two mermaids, it's a really nice book, this one. I like a lot of them. I pretty much like all of the designs. So yeah, and introduced me to some new artists like Andy Davis. I love those framed in little ovals, kind of. Yeah, we'll be working in that a little bit more because I really like it. And now the reason why I haven't done many pages this month, that's the reason. This monster of a project is the reason. Here it is. It took me forever to color that. And I think I lost the plot about 7 times during it. And yeah, I nearly gave up and left it for another month. But I think actually yesterday, I just thought, okay, yeah, no, I just need to finish it. So I'll just finish. I had like maybe this corner to finish and the little moth. I've done the little moth at the very end. So everything else was done apart from that moth. And coloring it made me so happy because it was not flowers. It was, well, slightly different colors, not a lot, but slightly. And it was such a relief to get to that little moth and do something different than this wallpaper, because basically it's a wallpaper, isn't it? Although I'm not sure if I would like the wallpaper like this in my home. I think it's a bit garish, but you know what? It's fine, it's fine. Tell you a story. So I used an acrylic marker for the background. And I started the background in here. And as soon as I touched I just maybe colored just that little bit in here, and the marker just exploded, literally spit out a massive blob of paint. You can see it in here, like, see, it's in here and on the sleeves in here. So that was like massive blob of paint just in here. So obviously when that happened, I did what everybody would have done, stared in disbelief for a very long time. That's what I've done. Eventually jumped and brought some kitchen towel to mop it up. By the time that happened, it was completely dry. What I can say, that was, what brand was it? Edding, I think it was Edding marker, acrylic marker. They dry extremely fast. I mean, very fast. So yeah, so that was my mishap at the very beginning. Oh, there's some paint in here, you see. So luckily, in a sense, it was a good thing that it happened close to the spine, so it's not totally visible. I mean, you can miss it. And not a good thing that it happened so close to the spine, because I've got a paint in here as well. And I've got a paint in here. So that's fun. I mean, I'm not worried about this page because it has like a little black background thingies inside. So what I'm going to do is to do a black background and just cover it up. So that's going to be fine. This page is going to be absolutely fine. Black background kind of is going to fit. This page, I mean, you can tell that the marker was brand new and quite wet, because that's where I started. And then as it progressed, it's not really, I mean, here is like nothing. It's just here that is quite, well, yeah, was a bit wet. But I'm not too bothered because this is a maze page and I don't really care about this page, to be honest. I'm not even sure if I want to color it particularly, but I think maybe what I will do, I'll just come up with some sort of dark background and just cover everything in dark green or something and call it a day. So yeah, so not too bothered. I think this one is easily fixable. This one I don't really care much. Now this one, I'm not sure. There's a little bit of ghosting in here, but that's not a problem. That will be covered with any coloring. But I'm not sure about this because I don't particularly want a black background in here as well, or any other dark, very dark background, because I don't want then maybe this to seep through in further. But that kind of blob of pink is gonna annoy me. But yeah, well, we will think of something. I don't know. What do you think? Would you put a wallpaper like this in your home? I don't think I would. I want to say that was fun, but it was fun for maybe like a page. The other page was not fun at all. It was hard work, but you know what? We got there. So my Secret Garden book is no longer untouched. It's very much touched and messed with, completely messed with, it seems. So yeah, looking forward to messing up more pages in this book going forward. And yeah, so that's all my color, not that many coloring pages that I've done this month. I am hoping, because we're gonna have some long weekend now in the UK, so I'm hoping that I will have a little bit more time to do some more coloring next month, because I've got so many fantastic books that I just want to color in. Just didn't have time. But I hope that next month I will have a little bit more to show for the month of June. I'm hoping, and I hope that you enjoyed some of those pages at least. And I will see you shortly. See you. Bye.